A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today, let's talk about the divisional chart of D10. Why? Because profession is something with life being so seamless and world being so seamless all over, time zones mixing up, profession is engulfing a part of our life. So, it's important to know what our D10 has to say to us. The D10 is the Varga Kundali, is the divisional chart relating to Varga. Before we begin, let's say a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels, writing in your comments and suggestions there. If you haven't, then please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Now, as I talk about the D10, and when we talk about the 5th house for any chart, when we talk about the 5th house of our D1 chart, I am very elated if I find a planet there, and I am very elated when I find the 5th lord sitting there. Why? I am in luck, and yes, all of us are. But have you ever wondered that in the D10, what is the 5th house? The D10 is the summation of all our karma. The Lagna of the D10 tells us about all our karma. And the 10th house of the D10 tells us in particular about our job, about our business, about whatever that we do in terms of profession. So now if I count from the 10th house of the D10 to the 5th house of the D10, it's 8 houses away. And we know that any house which is 8 houses away from a particular house does not do much for that house, because it brings about a lot of change, transformation in that house, and ultimately is one of those responsible for moving ahead, moving to an entirely different zone. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me tell you by way of an example. Let me take the chart of Abhinav Bindra here. Abhinav Bindra, all of us know, is one of the most famous of shooters in India. Why? Because he was the first person to bring home a gold medal. When I look at this gold medal of Abhinav Bindra's, okay, when I look at the D10 chart, then I see a 5th lord sitting in the 5th house, and that too in the sign of Leo. Please pay good attention to the signs also. Nakshatras, definitely. Have you seen that the 5th house here, it's Sun sitting in Purva Falguni Nakshatra, giving so much importance to his skill? Yes. But Sun is also majestic, Sun is also ego. And if on the 5th house there is an aspect of Saturn, there is a conjunction of Saturn, if there is an aspect or conjunction of Rahu, please remember that there will be a huge changes in your career. Why so? First and foremost, from your house of career, main house of career, it's in the 8th house. Saturn and Rahu both denote change. Saturn in terms of time that keeps changing, and Rahu denotes blatant, open change, open learnings. You will only learn when you find a change in your situation. So, here we see that in Abhinav Bindra's chart, he had that glory. It is the 5th house is also associated with your glory in profession. He bought in that glory, and he bought glory many times. But after he realized that his shine was fading away, his shine was coming down, he retired from the game, never to professionally shoot again. So that shows a change in career, that shows a stop, a transformation in career, moving on to the next path, new path, and he took up teaching, he took up coaching and everything that makes him go on to a next genre. Let's move on to another chart. As I said, the sign makes all the difference, because in the first chart we saw it was the sign of Leo. The Leo sign is a fiery sign. I can associate it with weapons and armory, but I can also associate it with a lot of name and fame, which sticks to a certain period of time. When we look into the sign of Scorpio, as in the sign where we see the D10 chart, again, the 5th lord is in the 5th house along with Sun. Not only that, Sun is the planet of the 2nd house of money, and on the Rahu-Ketu axis, where Saturn is also aspecting with its 7th aspect from the 11th house. Just understand, 11, 2, all money houses connected. and the sign of Scorpio also talks about handling other people's money. But this person concerned handle other people's money because she was into financing. She was also into insurance. For a long period of time, she worked in that arena. All of a sudden, the other part of Scorpio, that is occult, takes up over, and she is a good practicing occultist at this moment. Because there is a lot of change and transformation that has happened in her life with regard to this fifth house. Please remember, the fifth house is great, but when we talk about our karma, when we talk about our job, when we talk about our work profile, this fifth house has the ability and does, because even if Saturn is not aspecting, Saturn will make a connection in transit, and that is the time when it will bring about its fair share of change. So till we meet with you again, do let us know how you found this video, and we'll be there again. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.